Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to understand some basic terms related to centrifugal pump. So in this video we are going to understand what is the maximum suction lift or suction height, then net positive suction head and cavitation term with the help of the diagram. So we will move for the first point. So here the first point is maximum suction lift or suction height, and its a notation is suction height, that is h to the base s. So this is the notation. Now if we observe diagram, here the water is getting lifted from the sump. So here we can say this is the sump and here is the free surface of the liquid. Now what is the height of this water is getting lifted to the center of the centrifugal pump. So here is the structure of the centrifugal pump and this is the center. So from the center of the centrifugal pump to the free surface of liquid, this total height is known as Hs, that is the suction height. Then the velocity of water that is moving towards the pump is known as Vs. So this is the velocity and here is the free surface of liquid. Now we will consider the section 1 at the free surface of liquid and section 2 to the center of this pump. So here is the center line, that is the line passing through center. So I have drawn it in the form of dash and dot. So here is the section 1 and here is the section 2. Now we will apply Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and section 2. So what is the Bernoulli's equation? So at section 1, pressure head plus kinetic head plus datum head, which is equal to, at section 2, pressure head plus kinetic head plus datum head plus losses. So now to calculate the datum head, we have to consider one line as a reference line. So we will consider this free surface of liquid as a reference line and it is also called as the datum line. So now we will put the values. So what is the pressure head at this point 1? So at this point 1, that is at the free surface of liquid, it is open to atmosphere. So pressure head is the atmospheric pressure head. So we will write here Pa by rho g plus kinetic head. So here water is in static condition, that is it is not moving the water in the sump. So kinetic head is 0. And what is the datum head? So datum head, that is this is the reference line passing through this section 1. So datum head is also 0. So we will write this on the left hand side. Now we will move to the next. On the right hand side we will apply this theorem to section 2. So what is the pressure head? So we will consider here P1 by rho g. So here P1 is the absolute pressure. So we will say that P1 by rho g is the absolute pressure head. Then what about the kinetic head? So water is moving with a velocity of v to the base s. So we will say Va square by 2g plus what is the datum head? So from this reference line, this height is h to the base s. So I will write here hs plus losses. So here losses are taking place due to friction. So here friction in the pump when the water is getting lifted. So we will say that head loss due to friction, that we have to consider. So I will write here HFS. So this is the formula that we get here. So if I take here P1 by rho g on one side and all the other terms to the other side, then I will get P1 by rho g is equal to Pa by rho g minus in the bracket Va square by 2g plus Hs plus HFS. But we have to find out what is the maximum suction lift. So here is the condition, that is for maximum suction lift, what is the condition that we have to follow? So here the pressure at the section 2 or at the center of this pump, that we have to take care for that pressure. So this pressure should not be greater than vapor pressure of the liquid. So whatever is the liquid, suppose we will consider here water or any other liquid that is getting lifted. So we should not take the pressure at this section 2 is greater than the vapor pressure. So this vapor pressure is known as a PV. Now what is the term is vapor pressure and why we should not increase the pressure at this point, at this section 2 greater than this PV? Because if we know that the condition when the pressure is getting increased, then the temperature is also getting increased. And what is happening, suppose pressure is getting increased more than this vapor pressure, that is PV, then the liquid is getting converted into vapor state or gaseous state, and that's why there is the cavitation that occurs. So to avoid cavitation, we should not increase the pressure more than this vapor pressure. So this is the condition for the maximum suction lift. That is, we can take here P1 is equal to PV. So for maximum suction lift, we have to balance this P1 is equal to PV, but P1 should not be greater than PV. So at this condition, suppose I put here PV instead of P1, that is, this is the vapor pressure. So PV by rho g is equal to PA by rho g minus VA square by 2g plus HS plus HFS. So now I will simplify this term. So now here I will remove this bracket and this minus sign we have to take inside. So what is PV by rho g? So this is the, we can say HV, that is the head due to vapor pressure. Then PA by rho g, that is the head at atmospheric pressure head. And here minus VA square by 2g minus HS minus HFS. So now this HV and HA, so these terms that we have to take, so these are the pressure heads. So pressure head at this vapor pressure and pressure head at this atmospheric pressure. So this pressure heads, that is this HA and this HV, that we have to take liquid, meter of liquid. So its units will be in the meter of liquid. So that may be water or any other liquid. So how to calculate this HS? So HS I will take to the left hand side because it is having negative sign, and HV to the right hand side. So HS is equal to HA minus HV minus VA square by 2g minus VHFS. So this is the formula to calculate the maximum suction lift. Every time it is not possible to maintain pressure head at inlet equal to vapor pressure head. So whenever there is the difference in between inlet pressure head and vapor pressure head, we are going to calculate net positive suction head, and that is also called as NPSH. So what is the formula to calculate this? So NPSH is equal to absolute pressure head at inlet to the pump minus vapor pressure head, and this pressure head should also absolute plus velocity head. Now we will put here the notations. So what is the absolute pressure head at inlet to the pump? So absolute pressure head, that is P1 by rho g, minus vapor pressure head. So vapor pressure head is PV by rho g, plus velocity head. So velocity, that is water is getting lifted with the velocity Vs. So velocity head, that is also called as kinetic head. So here velocity head is Vs square by 2g. So now if we observe, we can put here the value of P1 by rho g in terms of losses. Then here is the suction lift HS, and in terms of here velocity head. So we have calculated earlier in the calculation, in the derivation of the maximum suction lift. So what is that value? So we know that P1 by rho g is equal to PA by rho g minus in the bracket VA square by 2g plus HS plus HFS. Now what is this PA by rho g? So PA by rho g is the atmospheric pressure head. Then what is this VA square by 2g? That is the kinetic head plus HS. So HS is here, this is the lift, or we can say datum head at the section 2. And HFS, that is the head loss due to friction when the liquid is moving from the pipe. So this is the formula that we have to put instead of P1 by rho g. So when I put NPSH is equal to PA by rho g, now this I will remove this bracket. So PA by rho g minus VA square by 2g minus HS minus HFS. Then we will continue this formula minus PV by rho g plus Va square by 2g. Now if we observe here, minus Va square by 2g plus Va square by 2g is getting cancelled. So Pa by rho g minus Pv by rho g minus Hs minus Hfs. So here this is the formula to find out the NPSH, that is net positive suction head. So what is this Pa by rho g? So we know that it is the atmospheric head. So we have to take in meter of liquid. So we will say this capital H to the base A because this is the atmospheric pressure head. Then Pv by rho g, that is capital H to the base V, that is this is the vapor pressure head, minus Hs minus Hfs. So this is the final formula to calculate NPSH. Now we will understand cavitation in centrifugal pump. So for that we will use Thomas cavitation factor and the symbol is sigma. So how to calculate this sigma? So it is head due to atmospheric pressure, that is H to the base A, minus head due to vapor pressure, that is H to the base V, minus Hs, Hs that is the suction lift Hs, minus head due to friction losses, that is the Hfs, divided by net head in the pump, so notation is Hm. So this is the formula that we have to calculate the Thomas cavitation factor. Now if we observe, what is this numerator, that is Ha minus Hv minus Hs minus Hfs, and that is equal to net positive suction head, that is NPSH. So we will say that sigma is equal to NPSH by Hm. Now this calculated sigma we have to compare with critical value, that is the value with sigma c. So if this sigma is less than sigma c, then we can say that cavitation occurs. So this is the condition for the find out the cavitation occur or not. So how to calculate this sigma c? So sigma c is equal to 0.103 in the bracket ns by 1000 raised to 4 by 3. So what is this ns? Ns is the specific speed, and how to calculate this ns, which is equal to n under root of q divided by hm raised to 3 by 4.